Hey, Sixer Sideliners, tap in, gang. I'm back reporting from the sideline, and you know we got a lot to talk about. But before we get to that, I need you to smash that like button, hit that notification bell so you can be locked in with the gang. But
I better do it again, better do it again, better shit with a song.
let's get right to it. It's been a little minute. We had a little break, but now we back. And in the news, we got Andre Drummond. He should be one of the targets to be traded this offseason, as per Ian Begley. To be honest, we've been waiting for him to get traded. There's been a lot of other players that's been coming out to have said that, hey, we should trade these guy or this guy or that guy. But to be honest, we've been yearning for a backup center that's going to come in and play meaningful minutes, do the things that we need him to do. Andre Drummond just don't fit the mold of the two speed, aggressive combo guards that we have. Like he doesn't do the intangible things. So to see him on the trade block, for him to be traded this season will be a plus for us because, like I said, we need one of those kind of centers that's going to come in and do what needs to be done. Now let's get on over to the injury report. On the injury report, Joel Embiid has been listed as day to day. He was questionable earlier, so it's a chance that he may not play, but then again, he may will. Um, Honestly, I'm getting tired of that because we need him in the big games like this. He played in Atlanta's game, he played in the Toronto's game, he played in all of those other games. But when it comes to the meaningful games where we really need you to, grind it out, show us that we're going to be contending with you in the future, you let us down. Now the Knicks, they beat us in the Abu Dhabi games. You tried to play, I believe, in one of those games, but it is what it is. And then they beat us. But this is the first time we'll play them in a regular season this season. So we need you to come out and we need you to be healthy. Paul George is showing that he could, still be the old Paul George that we known him to be. Now, he dropped 35 points in the last game. We just need him to come out and do that same type of we need him to come out and have that same type of performance in this game because this is the game that it matters because it's one of our rivals. They put belt to ass to us in Abu Dhabi a few times. And not only that, I fucking hate the Knicks. I'm gonna just be real with you. You got Kelly Oubre, he's out with the hyper knee extension, the sprained left knee. We already seen that. So he should be out. I feel like he's gonna come back around maybe All-Star break or just a little bit before All-Star break. Who knows? Trendon Watford, we seen him go down, but to be honest, Trendon Watford should go. This is his second injury. He hasn't really played good since he was playing. He had one good game as far as I can remember, and that's just not enough. Trendon Watford, you came over here to be one of those pieces, one of those forwards that could, push the pace, spread the floor, but you push the pace here and there, but you don't spread the floor. You don't make threes. So him being out, it's not really hurting us, not really helping us. You see what I'm saying? But Kelly Oubre, we miss you. We miss those 18 and 19 points that you would give us. So please, get healthy because we need all of that. Hunter Salas, he's listed as day to day. Nothing really, sustainable. Nothing about him that we care about. And over here, you have the New York Knicks listed as the number 2 seed in the league right now. Well, the number 2 seed in the Eastern Conference right now, right below the Detroit Pistons, who are having a good season as well. But I'm not worried about those two teams for real, for real. Even though those are the only two teams that we have not beat, um, like we've played those teams, but those are the two teams that we haven't inserted our will on. So those are the biggest matchups that I want to see. The New York Knicks, like I said, this is the first time we're seeing them this season. They cooked us in the preseason. We're sitting at 5th seed, 14 and 11. To be honest with y'all, we're in a good spot right now. Think about it. I imagined us only being between the 5th to 10th seed, and we may have to fight for a play-in. Think about it. If we had to fight for a play-in, we can. You don't think we can beat Chicago? You don't think we can beat Atlanta? You don't think we can beat Cleveland? I think we can beat every team from 10 to 6, right? So us being in 5th with really no Joel Embiid playing, really no Paul George playing, we're just coasting, and then our young guys is really taking over the load. We're in a good position. These guys are putting together their best season thus far. Detroit Pistons and the New York Knicks. We already beat the Toronto Raptors. We know what they do. We beat the Boston Celtics. We know what they do. And we also beat the Orlando Magics and every team below that. So what I'm trying to say is we're in a good spot. We just need Paul George, Joel Embiid to be healthy. We always have, whether it's the beginning of the season, middle as the season progresses, guys injured. Most of these teams be having guys not injured until maybe after All-Star break, during All-Star break, and then they come back and pick up where they left off. But we see the dip because they was healthy throughout the whole first half of the season, and then that's where we start to pick it up. And if we're at the 5th seed right now, I'm okay with it, bro. Because if we can get to at least 3rd or 2nd, I'm okay with it because the teams that are in first, second, and third and fourth, I feel strongly, strongly about the fact that we can beat them. We can beat them, bro. For sure, for sure. I don't understand why it's that big of a deal, but it is what it is. Tonight's matchup would be the 477th regular season meeting between the Sixers and the Knicks. Y'all know how I feel about the Knicks. I don't fucking like them, and we really need to look into that stat for real, to see who tops in that 477 game span. Because I'm pretty sure it's us, but they've been putting belt to ass the last couple times they played us. So I don't even really want to tap into it. If you don't want to watch the game by yourself, you can tap in with me. Go to my TikTok. I will be having it on TikTok tonight. And if you're a VIP person that I know personally, or if you just been rocking with me and you with the gang, I'm gonna have it on StreamYard as well. So you can be in there. That's my private server where we could just watch and vibe the game out as well. So make sure you take a look and be ready for that. Center Joel Embiid, he's out with the illness and questionable for tomorrow's game versus the Knicks. Kelly Oubre left knee sprain and Trendon Watford left abductor strain will remain sidelined. So we just need to make sure Embiid plays because these are the games that we need you to play, and you're always questionable every other game. You can have a good game, then you out. Then you have a good game, then you out. Bro, we need you in the real meaningful games. You could sit out in the Knicks you could sit out in the Wizards game or Atlanta's game. We need you in these games, but it is what it is. It is what it is. We are now playing the thumb in the butt champs. You know how they get down. They freak bulls. Like right here, we have the guys that are just in their unis. When you see them in blue, you know what to do. That means they starting. So you got PG, you got VJ. Did I see some Tyrese? Tyrese right here. So we had some Tyrese, we got some PG, VJ, and and that was it. So Tyrese, PG, VJ. Also, if you're rocking with the content, make sure you smash that like button, hit that notification bell so you can be locked in with the gang. And that's all I got for y'all, man. Just make sure you tap in with me tonight. Like I said, I'll be on TikTok and I also have it on StreamYard. If you want to watch the game, if you want to be in tune with the vibes, you just make sure you tap into my TikTok.